our sophomore bike project is probably a really good example. You know, we don't really specifically talk about the 4 pillars of sustainability, but we have the students think about socially who's this going to impact. You know, the client's family, perhaps the School of Engineering, but more so, I think, you know, the community where the person comes from. This year's client wants to ride the bike down the aisle of their church when they first get it. Talk about impact, you know, and I think that's really a social aspect. And the students think about where the materials they're using comes from. We use mostly recycled materials that otherwise would be going into the trash. We're salvaging them from campus, you know, bikes people left behind, and the students take them apart and give them new life. So we talk about that and the impact of that. We talk about making the bike something that will last for their lifetime. So it's not just a single-use product. So the students needed to consider, how can we make this bicycle last for this client once he gets stronger, once he grows, once he adapts and gets used to this technology. And so I really think that's a technological aspect of sustainability, because we want to make this bike last for his entire lifetime. And that was the big technical challenge last year. Like my background's design, and so I think it's important to get our students away from their textbook, away from their desk, and get them meeting the client, getting them seeing the client, getting them to work with the client. So we require our sophomores to go to Godwin and meet the client's parents, meet Tom Moran, who's worked with us on the last 3 projects, and actually get to see the client working out, get to see the client moving from their wheelchair to a current design, get to see what's really wrong with the products, get their hands dirty, so to speak. We try to make the problems abstract, we try to make the problems complex, and we start them early. We start them in the sophomore year with those types of problems. We don't give them the numbers. They have to go and find them on their own. We don't give them the constraints. They have to find them on their own. They have to find the needs on their own. All we do is say, here's your client. And that makes their head spin at first, but they start to realize, I think what really gets them is they start to realize the impact. You know, we can change this person's life potentially.